So, hello and welcome to the Polo. There's a couple of things that you probably need to know. First of all, it is almost freezing in here. It's 3 degrees in Celsius. My washer fluid is running low. And I got a new radio system. And I want to talk about the new radio because it is actually quite awesome. And I'm just going to take you through all the functions. So first of all, we have the radio here, we have the digital tuner right here. If you want, you can switch between the DAB and the FM. The DAB is an option, so it's not standard. But since it's 2021, I recommend that you take it. I don't see an AM tuner anymore. I did see it somewhere in the coding settings, but it didn't come back. But personally, I don't really give a crap. So it's actually quite a fast interface. Look, you can swipe left to right. What you need to know here is probably that you also have some settings. By the way, these little red lights here at the bottom, they're only visible for the camera. If you look at it with your bare human eyes, and I'm assuming you're human, then you don't really see them, but they are in fact designed to detect your hand when you get close, and then the screen will respond. I took the liberty of disabling that because it's, well, a bit unpredictable and it sort of nerves me out a bit. So I'm not doing that. Let's have a look. You can have view. So you can just choose what you want to see. You can have the station info. So you can have a nice DB logo. You can have the radio text. So we know that we're currently listening to Purpose from the Precious. Or the other way around. I'm not sure who is the artist and who is actually the song title. Or we can have a nice little slideshow. Wow. I personally prefer to do it this way, just because it's a bit more colorful. On the bottom right we have the settings. So we can just have the sound settings, which are actually the same for every setting screen. Nothing special here. Well, let's just have a look what you can do. You can obviously set the volume of various items. You can have the bass, the mid and the treble, so a little bit of an equalizer here. We can have the balance and the fader. So if you only want to listen to the music or you want someone else to listen to the music, you can do it that way. You can just reset it back here. Touchscreen tone, so if you like that, then you have a little annoying little tap if you touch the screen, which I'm not going to do. You can ask the navigation, or well, tell it to not talk to you when you're on the phone, which apparently is set. You can delete your presets, you can edit your station logos, you can just delete them. I don't know why you want to do that, because I think it's quite a nice feature, but maybe if your favorite radio station has a new logo, you can probably change it. The advanced settings, yeah, just see what you want to do. I took it this way. So yeah, in radio you can, well, as we already said, we can have the FM tuner. I'm not going to do that. You have a station list here, which you can refresh with just a click of a button. It's actually divided into little domains as well, so probably something to do with how the channels are broadcasted. Media, you can have a variety of sources. You can have your CD, you can have SD cards. I only have one SD card here on the left, which has some music on it. I'll show you later. The right one is containing the navigation data. You can't listen to that. I think it's pretty stupid, but it's a German car, so you have to obey. So let's listen to the SD card. It's actually quite nice. You can have all the logos here. So if you feel like picking music based on an image rather than how it sounds, then this is the way to do it. Well, we can have some nice little navigation as well. So let's listen to Iron Maiden, or in this case Linkin Park. The navigation on the SD card is actually quite nice. You can just pick on albums. You can also have a folder if you like. Show folder view. So you can just, check out the music based on the folders on the disc rather than by theme or by artist, like on a playlist. So actually quite well thought out. I like it. Well, here we have the USB 1, which is currently connected to my iPhone right here. It doesn't have any music on it, but it probably will have the standard U2 album. Or perhaps not even. Let's see. No, maybe we switch on the phone, it starts talking to it. Let's see. I'm just doing something technical right now, so please hold on. Yeah, so here we have the U2 album, which is standard on your iPhone, and there's apparently no easy way to remove it. But I'm not gonna bother with that either. We have the Aux input down here. It's next to the 12 volt input, but it's probably a little bit too dark for you to see, but you just have to believe me that it's there. I'll open the flap so you can see that I'm not lying to you. That does work, but it's not very interesting. Well, we have the Bluetooth audio, of course. You can choose which device you want to use. Well, either the Pixel that I'm currently holding, which is connected to the wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, or the iPhone, which I just showed you, which actually has no connection as well because it's connected to USB. But this works perfectly fine as well. So what else do we have? We have the WLAN function, which I am not sure how it works yet. I am connected to my own Wi-Fi connection at home, but I need to get into that. So here we got a phone. Well, just the standard dial, the numpad. It actually does have some voice activation as well, which I'm not sure how to show you. You can have text messages, so you can send and receive text messages. Let's just have a look at what I received. So this is my signal verification code, if you like, which is actually on my phone. Let's see, what else do we have here? Nothing too special. On calls, we have some settings down here. Yeah, just Bluetooth settings. It's all the same. We have the user profile, which is, well, I don't know. So that's the phone setting. We get to the voice control, which is working as you might expect. Navigation.
Navigation. Next command.
This is quite fun actually. Enter address.
Please say the full address, starting with the city.
Country.
Please say the country.
Spain. Spain.
Pardon?
Spain. Spain.
Asterix.
Yeah, I actually figured out.
Please say the full address, starting with the city.
I'm not gonna bother right now, but voice control works as you would expect from a car. It doesn't work at all. But the most fun part is actually that this satellite navigation apparently is actually sort of in denial about Spain. It doesn't know Spain. So we have an eject button, which is in this case for the CD drive, not for your passenger. Then we get to the satellite navigation, which you probably will never use because you have the CarPlay Android Auto installed on here. So this is where I live. I actually live in a place called Best, which is the best. And I heard all the jokes about it, so you can stop bothering, which is sort of here. If you look right here, so I checked, it does actually recognize Spain, but if you want to go there, then it's like, no, you can't go there. Look, there are no roads in Spain, no roads in Portugal. So let's enter a destination. The country, Belgium. Well, apparently it wants to go to Belgium. So you can press start. It calculates.
The routes are being calculated.
It's, by default, it will give you 3 different routes.
Please select a route.
You can have the route with a tree, you can have the route with a stopwatch, or you can go up and down. I'm not sure why you want to do that. It's actually an option, so let's just go with the most economical route.
There are toll roads on the route.
Okay. Cool.
Caution, there are traffic obstructions on the route.
Alright.
Now turn left.
I'm gonna turn left. I'm in park. So route options, you can have 3 routes if you like. It will allow you to avoid all kinds of roads if you want, which is also quite fun. Include a trailer. I'm not sure why that matters actually. Let me just switch this off because I can't be bothered. I just want to go fast because I got a sports Polo.
The route is being calculated.
Thank you. It actually shows it here
Turn
on
left.
the MFA as well, which is also quite cool. This is actually the audio. This is the navigation. This is the phone. It's actually not that different if you had the RNS before. So nothing changed here. The only thing is that the Bluetooth icon down here, it went. It's gone. But that's alright, because it didn't need it either, and we can see it on the top here as well. So currently we're actually en route to Belgium, which we're going to stop. So stop route guidance. I don't want to go to Belgium. We have some POIs here. Petrol stations, car parks, restaurants. We can choose the view. We can have a 2D or a 3D view. I don't know why you want to do this. If, as far as I'm concerned, you just have 2D view and nothing else. And the north is going up and nowhere else. And we can probably select the zoom down here to automatic, which is actually quite a nice feature. Let's see what else we got. We can of course just put the direction of travel to the top, but then your screen is always changing. I don't like that. So north is up. Sorry. You can shut her up if you like. You can make her a little bit louder.
Navigation announcement volume. Navigation. Navigation announcement volume.
That's fine. So we also have the settings which we were talking about and route options. I think I showed you these already. We can manage the memory, whatever. Speed limits. So in the Netherlands we're currently allowed to drive 100 kilometers an hour, but it changes after 7 in the evening. Then you can do either 120 or 130 on the highways. Well, version information just in case you're wondering. This is my version. Map. Show or not show, all kinds of stuff. Go back. So about the announcements. I'm not actually sure if you can select a voice. Perhaps you can. Let's just see fuel options. Well, I'm running on diesel, so let's check that. Advanced settings. Time display, time arrival, whatever. Destination or next stopover. So that's that. Then we of course get to the interesting part, which is app. I currently selected the Android Auto, which is connected to my Pixel phone. I actually have a wireless module in there. So just in case you're wondering, why is there a cable? Well, I cheated. So this is the Carplay Menu. Android Auto, excuse me. Yeah, you just have some apps here. So WhatsApp, you can just read the messages. You can actually reply to them if you like. Nice.
Yeah. Marianne Speaklu said, Zoo.
Zoo.
Do you want to reply?
Yes. Yes.
Sorry, did you want to reply to that one?
Yes. I said yes, come on.
Repeat the message, or go on to the next one.
Next. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. You see, this doesn't work either. So let's go back. Google Maps, which I just showed you. You can have the news. Go back. And you can have the news. Here it is. Probably want you to speak again.
This news.
Okay. Let's just leave this menu here. So yeah, that's that. It usually works by voice control, so just talk to it. Hello. See, it's not bothered. Please stop. Yeah, that's what I thought. So this is CarPlay and Android Auto. Still need to figure this out a bit. Temperature already went down, so I need to hurry up a bit. So let's go to the menu. So we just have the radio here, which corresponds to this button. Media, telephone, navigation, traffic, which is also quite a nice feature actually. So it shows you all the traffic in the area. It's actually quite accurate, so that's perfectly fine. And if you want to go back, then just press the menu button again. Android Auto, where we've just been. Volkswagen Media Control. Only connect tablet and start app when stationary. Well, I don't have that. So CarNet. I haven't used it actually. I haven't used this. Cancel. CarNet. Images. Sound. So you can have the sound settings here, which we just had. Also not that interesting. And we have this one vehicle. Vehicle is actually quite cool. So here we have the off-road information. This is just how steep I am. So if you're really making a good turn and going quite quickly, then you can have up to 2 or 3 degrees of roll, I suppose. We have the heading here, the compass heading. And we have the oil temperature, which actually corresponds to oil temperature in here. So that's quite cool. We also have some different menus. We have the driving data, which is probably what you recognize from the Golf 7. So since refueling, well, I haven't refueled today, so that's fine. Range is actually quite accurate as well. It actually matches with what's here on your cluster. So 150, 150. So that's fine. It shows Polo, which is also quite nice. So long-term fuel mileage, well, actually done quite nicely, 5.4. Since the start, I've driven quite poorly, which is also probably true. Driving school mode, yeah, it just shows you the speed right here. You can have the indicators. So if my girlfriend's sitting next to me, like, oh, you're not indicating. Well, I can show her. Yes, I did. We also have some different views here. We have the Think Blue trainer, which doesn't work. Only this part here works. We can Think Blue. So we can have some tips on how to drive your car without actually cheating on emissions. So if you want a reading on how to save fuel, then go here. And we have the vehicle status menu. The vehicle, well, this doesn't actually work. If you open the door, it can't be bothered. If you pull out the light, it can't be bothered. So that doesn't really work. Tire pressure loss indicator also doesn't really work actually. I got the TPMS high here in my cluster, which is currently actually not detecting any tire pressure, but even if it does, it doesn't work, which is perhaps a bit of a shame. We have some settings down here as well. This is actually looking quite cool, and I'm gonna give you a spoiler alert, nothing works. So you can have service here, not available. Units, oh, you can choose units, that's fine. So if you want to have this, oh, can't do that. Oh, not allowed. Okay. Volume, not allowed. Fuel consumption, not allowed. And if you want to put the pressure in a different unit, then go for yourself. So, time and date, currently not available, and will never be. Head-up display, not available. Instrument cluster, haha, see, but then it just can't be bothered. So, go back. Opening and closing, not available, so you're locked in here forever. Mirrors and wipers are not available. Parking and maneuvering, oh, you can actually set, oh, that's quite cool actually, I'll put it in reverse later on. So, this actually does work. Nice. So this does work, cool. Entertainment fading, yeah, just alright, and driver assistance is unavailable. So that's that. Are we all done then? No, we are not. we still have some things to show you people before we stop. We still have the settings here. Screen, well, if you paid attention, we had a folder down here, and now we have some icons, which is actually also quite cool. We can actually change those if we want by long pressing the menu. Then we go to, where do we go? RGR? No, test mode. Yeah, we go to skin change, and we have some different skins here. If you like, it's actually looking quite good as well. I don't actually remember what skin I had, so I just have to guess. I'm gonna go for R-Line, because my car is, of course, a wannabe R-Line. Let's see if this works. Oh, I think I actually accidentally guessed correctly. So settings, screen, we want to have a list, please. So switch off the screen mode, brightness set to low, touchscreen tone, well, you don't want that. Animation when finger is next to screen, I'll just turn that on and just show you what it does. So we're listening to the radio, we're getting close to the screen, and nothing happens. Well, that's embarrassing. I think something should actually be happening. Screen, animation when finger near screen. Let's see, maybe media. Apparently it doesn't care. Oh, it does. Look, the bar went away. Just wait a bit. So see. Alright, well, that's actually quite cool. In fact, it's so cool. I'm gonna switch it off again. So that's that. Screen settings, language. You can have all the languages in the world. Apparently Spain right now is in fact recognized as a country. You can have a male or a female. Let's just listen to the male voice, what it does. How do we talk to it? Right voice. Hello.
Please repeat.
I said hello.
You can say enter address or call followed by contact.
No, I'm not gonna bother. Anyway, let's just make it back to a female because she just sounds hot. So let's go back here. So we can have a lot of voices down here. More keypad languages. If this is not enough, then you can always have some more. I'm not going to be bothered with touch either. Mobile device data transfer, whatever. Voice control, yes. So you can just say how broken it is. Remote safely select the device. Oh, remove safely. Yeah, fine. Well, we've seen this already. CarNet online services, services management. So just going to tell you something you probably don't care about. So that's all the buttons I've probably touched right now. Let's just go back to the radio because this isn't working. If you press the PDC button up here and have the car in park, then you get the sensors, obviously. If you put the car in reverse, let me just press the brake and put it in reverse, then you get a nice little camera view with the sensors at the side as well. And what is also actually quite nice is that if you're actually driving ahead, and you probably can't see this right now because then it will actually probably give you the automatic front activation, which is actually not part of the radio. Shut up. Not part of the radio, but it's actually part of the PDC module, but it's still quite cool. So there's that. Anything else I should tell you about? Well, you've already seen the video of the QI charger, which is down here. It's also connected to the quad lock, so if you do put it in a mobile phone, it will tell you about it. I installed a USB hub, so I have a USB port over here, and I have another USB port available, which I used for the wireless Android Auto module. So that's actually currently connected to my phone. Someone was actually asking me what kind of phone I have.
Pixel 6. Do you want to reply?
Yes. See, see currently. it's just broken. I mean, that's just the only way.
Sorry, did you want to reply to that one?
Yes, I do. Yes, I very much want to reply to that one. Well, see. So,
Hi.
just shut her up. That's about it, I suppose. The radio itself, I actually bought it from Slavic. He is someone from Belarus, if I remember correctly, and correct me if I'm wrong. He actually prepared the radio for me. He put on the MQB mod, which actually does add the non-functioning menus and some other cool stuff. Overall, I think it's an improvement. It just makes it look nice. So, any questions, let me know. And if you're just impressed, then let me know as well. And if you have a complaint, then don't let me know. Alright.